What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be giving my quick review of the Bells of Steel Manticore rack. Let's get into it. Hey guys, I just want to give a quick review of the Bells of Steel Manticore Power Rack. I bought this with my own money. I'm not sponsored. I don't have any affiliate links. I bought this and used this about 6 months ago. I just want to give a quick review of how it's been treating me. This is the flagship model of Bells of Steel. This is a 3" by 3", a true 3" by 3". So 76.2 millimeters by 76.2 millimeter power rack, 11 gauge steel, 1" holes, 2" hole spacing with keyholes on the side. It also comes with laser mark numbers all the way up the uprights, and I chose the option of getting the multi-grip pull-up bar as well. And honestly, I think this rack, so far it's been amazing. I love it. And I think if you are in Canada, this is arguably the best 3" by 3", 11 gauge steel power rack that you can get. So with the Manticore rack, there are a couple of height options. If you have a low basement, you can get the 72 inches. They also have an 80", a 90 inches, as well as a 103 inches tall. If you do have the clearance, I definitely will go high. This is the 90" one. You see, I still have a little bit of clearance up top for me to do like muscle ups, which I haven't done, but I could if I wanted to. And 108 inches is a little too tall, but if you are a very tall individual and you want to be doing pull-ups without having to bend your knees, I would definitely go with the higher option. Like personally, I'm 5'8", and this is 90 inches, so you can see I still need to jump up a little bit to do some pull-ups, and my feet are free hanging, so this is awesome. I get a deep full stretch without bending my knees. So I chose the 30" depth option. I think this is the most popular option. I think 24 is a little too narrow. Like when you're squatting, there's not a lot of room to back up. I think 30 inches is the Goldilocks, the sweet zone. They also have the 43" depth, which is a little bit overkill if you ask me. But if it's 43 inches, that means your width here is also 43 inches. So you essentially you have like a square power rack. So for safeties, I chose to get the flip down safeties. Again, with any accessory, it comes with these magnetic pins. I like these a lot. It has a stopper ball at the end. I don't think you need a stopper ball because these are magnetic. So once they're in, it's not going to go anywhere. I personally like these over the safety straps because I think it just adds more stability to the rack, and also I don't really trust the rope, the straps, because I don't like the bar rolling when I fail a rep. I prefer these. I understand the appeal for the straps, however, because they're quieter on your bar if you fail a rep, but I personally always choose flip down safeties, and that's what I went with. Some of the accessories I got 2 pairs of these. These are the drop-in plate pegs. These come in very handy. These are not bolted, so you can see there's UHMW all around to protect your rack. What you can do is normally you just go to the side of your rack, you just insert it in any hole you wish, and then once that is in, you just let it drop in, and then this is your weight horn for you to store all your extra plates that you don't want on the ground. A couple accessories I got are these roller J-cups. These spin very nicely. They have UHMW on the back here and this front lip, although it doesn't have UHMW all the way around. So sometimes when you rack your bar, you might hit the front here, which it can happen. All accessories come with a very nice magnetic pin. As you can see here with this J-cup, you have this solid steel magnetic pin. These are very, very nice. They're magnetic. And I like how they come free with any accessories you buy from Bells of Steel. So kudos to Bells of Steel for that. I also got another pair of J-cups. These are their standard J-cups. They have UHMW all the way around. I think these are fine. So one of the pros in buying this rack is that it's one of the best deals you can get if you're in Canada. It's near identical to a Rogue Monster power rack. So if you want accessories, if you already have a Rogue rack and you want more affordable accessories, you can go with the Bells of Steel accessories. And they're near identical. I mean, the width is 49 inches, similar to Rogue's. And also they have keyhole design, which is also a feature of the Rogue Monster rack. Having keyhole design means you have just pretty much endless customization. You can put 5/8 inch holes attachment on the sides, which I haven't used yet, but there is that option, so that's good to know. It's extremely modular, so I can build off the sides, I can build off the back, I can add 2 uprights in the back if I want to make it a 6-post. And it's just very nice to have a very refined powder coating, laser cut numbers. And if you want to pick up any Bells of Steel products, they do, last time I checked, have a shipping max of $199. So when you're buying a rack and you're buying a lot of items at one time, the shipping is capped. So that's definitely a plus. It's a lot better than the other companies. The only con I would say about this rack, I don't know if you want to call it a con or not, is that I find 49 inches a little too wide, especially if you're using a power bar like I have here. This is also a Bells of Steel product. This is their bare naked powerlifting bar. You see how I have very thin collars here? So when I rack or unrack the bar, it leaves me very little clearance. I do prefer to have a 47-inch rack. So I don't know if Bells of Steel in the future, if they're going to have the back cross member and the pull-up bar to be 41 inches. That way I can have the total width 47. It just makes racking and unracking a lot easier if you're using competition style barbells. Since this is a 49-inch power rack, I'm using a competition style bar. It leaves me a very little clearance when I rack and unrack the bar. So what I can do is I can buy a new barbell with thicker collars, or what I have is I have these collars here. So what I do is I actually insert it into my barbell here, and then I just tighten it. So when I put plates on and off, it gives me a little more clearance, so the weight doesn't hit my uprights when I rack and unrack. Also, another con I would say, I don't know if this is a con, it's maybe a stability issue, but with Rogue racks and Rep racks, if you look at the feet of the uprights, you see how it sticks out only in the front and the back? With Rogue and Rep racks, they actually have a little bit of lip on the sides as well. So I guess that adds some extra lateral stability. This rack does not have that extra. So if I were to shake it, you can see there's a little bit of sway, but I don't think that sway will be enough for the rack to tip over. Again, this is only a 4-post. So if I had a 6-post, it would probably be much more stable. So price-wise, if you were to compare this with a Rep PR5000, the prices are pretty much very similar. I mean, prices fluctuate all the time, so I can't give you exact figures. But I think if you're in Canada, this is a rack that you want to definitely look into over a Rep rack, because Rep shipping just absolutely kills. Rep only has 2 options in terms of height. They only have an 80-inch rack and a 93. So if you want something taller, you wouldn't be able to do that. However, with Rep, they do have a lot of colors that you can choose from. With Bells of Steel, currently they only offer black. So if you want a different color rack, you probably want to go with Rep. However, both companies are innovating. So if you invest in their racks, you can guarantee that they're going to be coming up with a lot of different accessories and products and rack attachments for you to purchase. So it's good to buy into their ecosystem. But again, a Rep rack is 75 inches by 75 millimeters by 75 millimeters. So it's not a true 3x3, it's a metric rack. Whereas Bells of Steel is a true 3 inches by 3 inches. So make sure when you're shopping for accessories, make sure they are compatible. So overall, I highly recommend this rack. It's been serving me well, and it's an 11 gauge steel rack, so it'll probably outlive me. It'll probably last forever. And if you want a good review of this, you can check out my boy, Canadian Steve, Underground Gym. He's got a great review of the Manticore rack as well. And I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.